Hello and welcome to the main stage productions here at the Miskatonic Playhouse. I'm T.A. Newman, your host. My team and I will be bringing to life adventures using the 7th edition Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, which contains mature themes, cosmic horror, character death, and loss of sanity. Our mystery can be found in the Miskatonic repository, where people like you and me can write adventures for others to play. We'd like to thank Sirenscape, whose tools have provided the background sounds that you hear. And if you'd like to become a friend of the Playhouse, then please support us on Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/Miskatonic Playhouse, where you can gain access to exclusive shows and content for as little as £1. Our unwitting investigators are trapped, locked in the Admiralty with some kind of evil spirit, exacting some revenge related to the past. Can our investigators discover their connection to the ship and escape, or has their fate been sealed like the tragic crew of the HMS Vantis? But now it's time to pull back the curtain and roll the dice. Keeper, the stage is yours.
Hello and welcome back to A Drop of Nelson's Blood, part of the In Stranger Seas collection, available on the Call of Cthulhu and Miskatonic repository, brought to you here at the Miskatonic Playhouse, which has materialised at the Old Royal Naval College. Special thanks to author S.R. Sellens, who not only wrote Drop of Nelson's Blood, but is also sponsoring us to be here, face to face in this amazing historic building. Joining me on this game, we have some fantastic players who are knee-deep in a drop of Nelson's blood, starting down my left side.
Literally. Hi, I'm T.A. Newman. I'm the host of the Miskatonic Playhouse. I'm really excited. This game is absolutely fantastic. You can find me at the Playhouse.
Hi, I'm Clym Arnold, and I'm playing Delphinia Bowery, and I think we're getting to the crux of the matter.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Maddy, Searle. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Mr. Hamish Cameron, he, him, the surgeon, and you can find me on podcasts such as Realms of Peril and Glory and A Game of One's Own.
And hi, I'm Nick Brooke from the Chaosium and the Miskatonic Repository. I'm playing Captain Rowan Newydd, and I did nothing wrong.
That's your story, and you are sticking to it. But lots of things have been going wrong. We have lost a reverend, we have lost a captain, and it has been revealed that, well, is there some kind of black magic going on in this strange kind of situation that has occurred? Fingers are being pointed as investigators have come to realize that something possibly called a Revenant has been released, has been anchored like a ship, and they need to do something about it because, well, two of our people are feeling very guilty, and two of our people are feeling, well, it's nothing to do with me. But let's set the scene. There is another dead body of the captain on the floor. You have 3-4 surviving dinner guests, and you 4 who have some answers, but what is your action as everybody is worried about this captain and what they are going to do, and what the people who are trying to find some French spies, I believe, what they have to report back?
French spies stole the bell of the Vantis.
Ah, the bell has gone.
The bell.
Where is the other bell? Where is
The bell. The bell.
The bell, Admiral Bell, is standing in front of you. He's not quite sure what's going on, but he does look at you and go, what's going on?
Well, Admiral, I think we just need to stay calm. And as I say that,
calm.
I take
stay
his arm.
Calm. Everybody stay calm.
And I try and move him away from the group a little bit.
Oh.
Just a couple of steps, because I just want to quietly say something to him.
How might one want to do this? You're an MP. You can schmooze people. This is going to be a charm roll. You're going to
Absolutely.
say, hit me with a charm roll then and see how we get on.
Oh my gosh, that is a fumble. That is 100
Superb.
versus 70.
Spend luck, spend luck.
Well,
Can't spend luck on a
Is it a fumble?
fumble.
Because my skill is 70.
A pulp allows you to unfumble a fumble, but we're not playing pulp, are we?
No. You could push your luck.
I'm just going to say this fumble.
On a
is
fumble,
Now,
I would say no.
you are trying to move away a man away from his dead friend.
I think I know how I can horrifically go wrong here, if it helps.
Please explain how you managed to.
I think I go to go, and I think you perhaps see me go to go, and you realise what a terrible thing this might be. Everybody probably realises what a terrible thing this might be as I start trying to use my silver tongue, and I take steps towards Admiral Bell. But as I do, I completely forget that we have Captain Richard Hugel lying on the floor dead, and I am going to slip on his broken, desiccated husk and fall and land and lie on top of him and start screaming as I end up face to face with the captain. Literally just from words of silver to Admiral Bell, you just need to, oh my God, get it off me. And I'm going to like throw it. Like,
That is a
halfway across the
wonderful.
room.
Now, do we have some unresolved sand rolls from last time?
I got a success on my sand roll
You got a
last
success
time,
on it.
but I imagine this requires something.
Okay. Well, give me another sand roll. How was everybody else's sand roll down this side?
Hanging in there, lost 1 point, I think.
Okay, yeah. How about
I've only lost 1 point so far. So
yeah? And Delphinia, how is?
Oh,
your-
did I roll that? Yes, I did. No,
He had 1 point lost, well, we saw what happened to the bishop.
that was 8.
Yes.
Oh no, that was it. At the end of the last session, there was a sanity roll. I was assuming to make, wasn't there?
Oh, yes, I did pass.
You can pass that one. Okay. Yes, indeed. You try to move the Admiral away, and there's a crack as you tread on some fingers, and then you look down and you step back, and there's more. There's two
Feel something
hands.
smush.
And then you do indeed, you fall down. And I'm going to say that's 2 points of sanity straight up lost.
It was a success. But
Let's
yes.
just count your lucky stars. It was a success then.
I missed the previous sanity roll, and I don't think you handled out a consequence.
There we go. If you made your sand roll, there was no sand loss. If you lost a point, if you failed your sand roll, it was 1 point of sanity.
So
for
I've
seeing
lost a
this.
second point of sanity,
Second point of sanity.
and I'm more than ever convinced it's the French.
We're really going to have to speed up this sanity roll. It's quite remarkable. How do you want to try and rectify this situation of being slightly covered in a captain?
I imagine I'm kind of like on the body or throwing the body away and moving away from it. It probably gives these guys an opportunity to do something in my, what I'm later going to claim was a brilliant distraction to allow you to act incognito.
Okay, so the naval team, whilst this is going on, bodies are being taken away. What is your action? You've got this black magic spell
Black
left
magic-
by some kind of agent.
Yes.
Possibly not a French agent. You're beginning to
Possibly
suspect,
not,
but
because it was written in Latin, which is not the language used in France.
Italian
indeed.
agent.
But if there's always a chance to blame the French, you might as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Words to live by. But the point is, I've been thinking, occupational hazard when you're a captain.
Yeah.
You have to brood and pace the poop deck. So I've been mentally pacing, as it were, my own poop deck. And it's crossed my mind that who on earth would have been here shoving the paperwork of a black magic cursing ritual in Latin and the lost log of the Vantis down the chaise lounge in the Admiral's withdrawing room. I don't think that's the kind of thing the Admiral would have done. Because presumably that... He's touched it, ha ha ha. Presumably that is something that's only known to whoever is behind all of this, at which point we can reasonably deduce that at some earlier point today, they were in the Admiral's withdrawing room, thrusting their sweaty little fingers down the back of the chaise lounge.
Indeed. You
Now,
have
were they
Exhibit
confronting somebody.
What is the investigative thread you are going to follow then? Are you,
no, I'm a Navy
are you
officer.
clearly...
threatened to have somebody flogged.
Well, that was Captain Hugel's motto. You remember him well, the cat of nine tails.
It's what
always,
he'd have wanted.
It was what he wanted.
Everybody line up.
So are you saying that Admiral Bell is clear of suspicion because the incriminating papers were discovered at his chaise longue?
Not quite. I'm saying it is hard to believe that Admiral Bell would have held ancient curses in Latin and the log of the Vantis and shoved them down the back of his chaise longue shortly before coming out for this dinner.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to work out in my head how that works. I mean, Admiral Bell called us all here. Admiral Bell, we know, is basically unfit for command and was over-promoted by political flunkies at the behest of a corrupt... Sorry,
How
Tom.
dare you, sir?
I forgot you were here.
From under a corpse. How dare you, sir?
But I don't think Admiral Bell is trying to wreak a hideous vengeance using revenants on people who are complicit in his, what one might call, crimes or derelictions of duty. But not mine, because my conscience is clear.
Your conscience is clear.
My conscience
So
is clear.
there is more pieces of the puzzle to be found. Are you going to take the opportunity whilst there's a quite literal slip up in front of you to poke around a little more? Maybe talk to some of the other people gathered whilst they're still alive, perhaps? Or do you want to try something else?
May I please examine the body of the
You
deceased
certainly
captain?
can. Please give me a medicine roll.
See if I have my wits about me this time. Let's see.
And it's like, as you do, it's like, Hamish, could this be some form of smallpox? Could this be a contagion that's come from the bell? Is this?
I'm not sure. Sorry, this is not coming through for me.
The symptoms are unlike traditional smallpox. Perhaps this is big pox.
Yes. That's So what I'm saying is it an evolution? You are aware of evolution.
What?
I a little bit.
Don't think I've
Maybe I should.
invented yet.
Are you coming up with an idea for a book? Sounds wonderful.
45 years too early, man. Snap out of it.
I would have made the mistake if you hadn't.
I have wrestled with Roll20 and brought forth a success.
Woo! You have brought forward a success. This man is dead. You have confirmed that this person is dead. The person has had all of their blood drained. Unfortunately, I'm going to take a point of sanity from you here because it's not been drained. It has disappeared.
Okay.
Blood just doesn't disappear from a body. Some
Vampires.
French.
you have a vampire.
I'm coming back to the group, just kind of like brushing myself down, shaking.
Well, how did your interactions with the Admiral go whilst the surgeon was?
Humping a corpse.
The Admiral.
Admiral.
The Admiral just said, "Look here, give me a spot hidden."
A failure,
Excellent.
because my spot hidden is terrible. 56 versus 25.
56 versus 25. He hands you a bottle. He hands you a tot of whiskey.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I needed that. Thank you, Admiral. Apologies for such a show display.
He slaps you on the back and said, "A drop of blood, a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do anybody any harm."
I'll slowly turn to Mrs. Bowery, who earlier... Mrs. Bowery, apologies, to earlier, who I clearly showed that I didn't drink the drink.
Chin chin.
I'm going to lean in close to his ear.
He leans in close. And he does sort of like take you off to the side and, hand you, here we go, chap, a drop of Nelson's blood won't do you any harm. And what do you say?
You need to tell me what the bloody hell is going on. I put myself on the line here, Admiral, and I put you forward for a knighthood, and something is going on that you seem to be connected with. The name of this bloody ship, the Vantis. You need to... And I'm just going to ramble until he kind of says something. Everybody seems to be connected to the Vantis. You seem to be a person. You outlined the ship in terms of how it was sunk.
Are you coming on strong to the Admiral? Are you going to be... Look, Admiral, you're a really intelligent guy and everything like that. You're the charm side of things. Or you're going to...
Can I make a listen roll to see if I can...
definitely.
You can just take a step closer.
No need to roll.
No need to roll.
Nice.
Okay, I think I'm going to start like that, but then as I realise what I'm doing, and I realise I'm like, this isn't how, you don't get answers without honey. I'm going to slightly change my, kind of narrative.
Just dress him out. No,
Yeah, I'm
Admiral,
just going
come
you're
on,
going to
you're
need to
very
tell
good.
me because Admiral, you're a man of status and reputation, and so am I, and we can work so well together. But we can't do that if we're both dead. And I'll point at one of the bodies. So for us to walk out of here, metaphorically hand in hand, or literally, if helps with a few voters' seats, I'd like you to tell me what's going on, so I can help you, Admiral.
Give me a bonus roll. This is going to be a combined politics and charm.
Right. Do I roll both of them?
No. Whichever one is the lowest. You
And roll the lowest. 74 versus 55, so I fail, but with a bonus.
yes, indeed.
That would be 34 versus 45, so it's a success.
Excellent. So the Admiral does take you to one side. He sort of like looks over his shoulder at the surgeon making. He does what Miss Delphinia, taking also a step forward. Listen here. What's your first name? I don't think I've ever asked.
Simon.
Listen, Simon. The Vantis is a bit of a blot on the old landscape, man. I had no idea what's going on. I mean, am I really responsible for all of this? That's terrible. I feel so guilty. I mean...
You did sign the official declaration of its...
I know, but I had no idea if things were going to happen like this. Simon, you've got to fix it for me. You've fixed me into this position. You've got to fix it for me. What's going on here?
What do you mean, fix it for you? I don't know what's going on. Right, think. I can fix it for you. This is what I do. Vantis, think. Tell me what you know. Who
Vantis.
in this room is associated to the Vantis?
Bloody all are. This old woman was, half inching off half the stuff that was coming off of it. Forks couldn't be bothered to send them any supplies, and then they send me all this stuff to sign off on it at all. I mean, the captain over there found the ship, and apparently the surgeon was in port, and we're all connected to it, but they can't hold us responsible for things that happen. I mean, well, maybe the Reverend for sending that chap with smallpox onto the ship. That was a bit of a...
Admiral,
bit of a...
we're all connected.
Have to be in some way.
How's Miss Bowery connected?
She's standing very close to you.
How's Miss Bowery connected?
The Admiral looks at you and says, I really don't know. There's got to be something involved in this. Maybe she knows something
Do I believe him? Because I'm not learning anything new here. I'm just learning that we're all associated.
You've made your combined charm and politics. Yeah, you know when you're in closed chambers, what's going on. Oh, bloody hell, here's the situation. We need to actually figure all this out, how it's going on, what's it actually done. And for your intents and purposes, he is being very honest with you. He kind of feels a little bit guilty, you can tell. He's believing
Doing it wrong.
whether or not he is at fault.
If Miss Bowery's there, Ms. Bowery's there, I will kind of almost look to invite into the conversation, almost like a...
Admiral, why? Why am I here? Why isn't my name on that box, on the parcel? Why? I have nothing to do with any of this.
I can only think it's by design, and being a woman of science, maybe you're here to find the answers.
Okay, fine. But I'm as dumbfounded as everyone here. Why should I?
Make a horoscope, woman. Come on with it.
Let's give me an idea, Rowan. We haven't had one of those just yet. See what you're thinking.
You've got Mars in conjunction with Venus. I saw a painting on that theme in the National Gallery once. It was rather good, a bit fleshy. You know, those Baroque types.
The cogs are whirring.
Yeah.
It's a fail, was it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The cogs whir, and you think
He's keeping his armour on. I've always thought that's hurt.
if it's science, scientific method, you don't know. I mean, from what you're gaining, this is supernatural in origin. But I mean, you maybe look at the spell. I mean, you don't believe in spells.
She's a Libra, they're all skeptics.
But my mother did.
Oh, your mother the witch.
My mother was not a witch.
Not a witch. She's not a witch. Was your mother a witch?
She goes, give me this again, please. And she starts to look through.
If you reading through the Latin, are you? If the surgeon could recount the Latin text too.
Let's do that.
Yes. Take the blood of thine enemy, that they may face themselves in their final moment. Death comes on swift wings, but as the hawk is tethered by the falconer, so must the revenant be bound to this mortal realm while it carries out its duty. Choose an item of great significance and mark it thus, that the binding be strong and steadfast. If the tether be broken, as like a wild beast, this revenant shall not know master from foe. The revenant shall be unyielding in its desire to fulfill its purpose. The ends of the earth are no barrier, and all shall feel the touch of its hand.
That is a very specific set of instructions. A recipe book? What do you need to make a recipe?
Ingredients, obviously.
Do you have all the ingredients then?
And she thinks back. I don't know if you want me to roll for this or not, but she thinks back to when she was holding the bell.
Mm-hmm.
She's wondering if she may have seen something familiar, something similar to that on the bell or something.
The symbol was indeed on the bell. It was a retroactive memory, but you asked whether it was on the bell, and yes, indeed.
Yes.
So, okay. So then the bells, if we are to go down the route of this madness, then the bell is this anchor that we need, and we must find it. We must find it immediately.
Find the bell.
Find the bell.
Everybody, find the bell.
I believe there's...
Miss Bowery, I'm very sorry I said your mother was a witch. I take it back.
You said her mother was a what?
Yes.
Well,
Technically speaking. The surgeon, what did you want to?
I believe that on the there was an English annotation on the Latin script about not destroying the anchor point, and if we're thinking that the bell is the anchor point, we have to be very careful about what we do with it.
Destroy it.
The bell.
blood is the target. if what does that word say?
If they share
blood, all will be targeted.
So-
let them drink.
That's a good
Do
job.
not let them damage the anchor point.
Oh, so this is from the perspective of someone who wants us
Yes,
to be
yes,
harmed. So
yes.
we must destroy
We
the
must
anchor.
destroy the anchor point.
Okay.
Yes. But I hate to mention this, but Vice Admiral Bell made sure that you had partaken of the blood. It's not the act of an innocent man.
Give me listen rolls, folks, as you... Is that ringing? Is the bell tolling?
I'm going to use
for
1 point of luck
somebody?
because I only have 20 in listen, as I only have 20 in everything.
I've made a regular success by 2.
Okay. So down this side, so you got a success. How's
Just.
this time? Failed. Okay. And on the opposite side?
Failure.
And success.
Okay, maybe it's the position of the captain and the MP, but you can hear, is that Lady Thockwhistle? She's saying, no, look, we can make a deal. We'll do something. I mean, I don't.
Where is she? Is she in the room?
Oh, wait. You don't know where she is. You just hear it echoing through.
I'm going to run towards where the noise is and just keep shouting Thockwhistle.
Thockwhistle! Thockwhistle!
Thockwhistle! Thockwhistle!
Okay. As you
Thockwhistle, where are you, woman?
as you are running, you just say, no, it wasn't me. It was everybody else. I tried to. I made... And then you just hear... And it is too late as you arrive on the body of Lady Thockwhistle, who is deceased and is no more.
In what room is she deceased and no more?
She is deceased. Let's going to say she's deceased outside the chart room.
Ah, there's a room to conjure with.
I'm standing there with my fork.
You have a fork, sir.
Oh, yeah, protection. And I'm Thockwhistle.
Okay. Internal voice. Since I now do think that the Vice Admiral had something to do with whatever monstrous things are unfolding, I now think that looking at charts he's recently had out or tried to hide in the chart room might be a worthwhile avenue of investigation.
So you are
I'm
you
not
are
telling him
setting
that.
sail for the chart room, are you?
Well, it's just a simple step to the side while everyone else is gathered around the corpse outside the chart room.
Gather around the shorts. Okay, then. You duck into this room, the main feature of which, surprisingly, is a lot of charts. On the wall, there's a large wood panel hangs 2 oil paintings, HMS Caliban, HMS Harrier, a large globe, and... Can you give me a spot hidden?
I shall attempt that very thing if Roll20 cooperates.
And let's jump back to the non-naval side. What's your thoughts if you're hearing the...
It's a failure by 9, so I'll spend the 9 because life's too short.
And what is your opinions of the Admiral after this talk with the MP?
Well, the pair of you are despicable. You know, this hiding of information. What, bribery? Is it bribery?
There was no bribery.
Technically.
The Admiral looks at you both. Look, we can deal with arguments later. We have to find out and stop this. Am I here ringing? And he runs with you. So that was conversation before. Now you are standing over Endwell's box. He looks at you both, and you see a man panicking. He doesn't know what to do. You've seen upstanding men. You've seen people at their vulnerable moments. And yeah, he is vulnerable at this moment. He feels that something is tricky. Back in the chart room, though, how was that?
It was a successful spot hidden. I spent 9 points of luck to turn a close fail into a success.
Marvellous. You smell that drink, the drop of Nelson's blood. It's in this room somewhere, and you look around and you track down and, well, let's have a luck roll and see if the surgeon's next to you.
Let's try a luck roll.
Ooh.
Luck's 51. Do I just click it?
Mm-hmm.
See if that worked. Apologies, really. Yep, 59 against 51. Oh no, the first roll, I've seemed to have rolled it several times in succession, and the first roll was a 99, so I'll stick on that one.
It's a 99.
99, yes, I'll stick on 99, a totally failed luck roll, but not technically a fumble.
Not technically a fumble, so it's over 50. There you discover some glass. There is some liquid. You think this possibly was a container of some sort.
Is it smashed, is it?
It is smashed on the floor. Yes, yes, indeed.
Adulterated brandy, perhaps?
Never know.
Or something more surgical?
Is the surgeon around at all?
I think
What might you be doing in this situation?
at the sound of another victim being claimed, Hamish would have rushed towards that sound and would have presumably seen the captain go into the chart room.
I wasn't being particularly furtive.
Are you entering the chart room too?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. It appears, has he actually just stepped on a syringe or something? Sort of, he doesn't really, not too sure why there is a syringe in a chart room. Doesn't really seem to add up.
No, not very charty, is it? You'd expect a chart, really.
Can I examine the potential fluid inside the syringe if it's
Sure.
not leaked out too much?
Give me that. Give me a medicine roll or a natural philosophy, whichever you prefer.
All right. Done a medicine for a success.
That's it. This is a drop of Nelson's blood. It has been drawn out into a syringe and it's been smashed and... Okay. And this is what you smell. It is some kind of like embalming fluid. So you're pretty much confirming that, yeah, Nelson was in the barrel for a long time. And you've been literally drinking essence of Nelson. It's not great, but no sanity loss for that. But equally, you are down and you are examining, and
They'll be downing them all over Trafalgar.
in the Admiral's room, you do find this letter.
Letter. I have in my hand a piece of paper.
Well, I shall let you digest that whilst we get back to
Digest this.
the people with the body. It is very, did this woman see death coming for her? Is this what awaits you? You have been invited here. It seems somehow you have been infected with some kind of... Can you get infected by magic? What are your thoughts as this situation unfolds for you?
I feel like there's a gear change in Delphinia's head, where now it's like she's starting to hear her mother's voice over her father's scientific voice, and all of these old stories and things that that she used to be told, and the things she used to see back in Bridgetown, in Barbados, are now sort of starting to sort of come through a lot further, and she's starting to sort of become not quite so sure of herself, as it were. Yeah.
Okay, let's... do you have any kind of occult or law of folklore? Any kind of skills like that?
I have folklore and I have occult. Occult's better than folklore.
Yeah, do you want to give me an occult roll?
That's a success. Oof, just squeezed under the bar.
Hey,
You're wasted in science.
is this some kind of blood magic? This is something. I mean, you're reading the description. All the people have willingly ingested blood and are now being commanded by blood. how does one become uninfected with blood? What is this revenant seeking? How can it be satisfied?
First thing she does is put her fingers down her throat. Like that.
What the hell are you doing?
And she looks at you and she puts it down there.
I don't feel very well.
Admiral, did you drink any of that?
Yes, of course.
Then I'm very sorry, but
that was hours ago. We've all swallowed it and it's got into our systems.
Mine was only a few minutes ago. I'm probably fine now. I should probably go. Where's your chap with the keys?
You're probably fine. Give me an idea roll. Where's your chap with the keys?
Where's my chap with the keys? A critical success. A 1 versus 45.
Awesome.
Where
hear
is
the
that
jangle of
chap
the key.
with the keys? Now, because that is a critical success, I think we can move things on a little. Well, he was down at the vestibule, wasn't he? He was making sure everything, and you find the body of Lieutenant John Orville.
Wasn't he the guy who invited us?
It was Bell's Aid.
He's Bell's Aid.
Yes, he invited us
With
into the
that-
dining room.
Sorry, what was that, a critical in?
It was.
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Idea.
With that intelligence roll, this chap didn't drink. He didn't have any. He didn't get a drop of Nelson's blood.
I was saying Bell didn't. Or
We are saying
the
that-
chap with the keys in the vestibule didn't.
The MP has remembered that Lieutenant Orville
Didn't toast.
didn't
Didn't enjoy the toast.
didn't enjoy the toast, nor did the chap passing round the.
And who's dead now? Who have I found?
You found Lieutenant John Orville dead.
I'm going to check him over. I'd like to try and see how he died.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
just
Give me both a spot hidden if you
Any
want.
syringe marks, perhaps?
whilst we're inspecting the body, I'm probably saying relatively quietly. Miss Barry probably can hear me, but not too loud. I'm probably saying, Revenant, this person's died. They didn't drink the toast. That you could count them for me. Just if you're listening, you could
You have some
tally.
you have some spot hiddens there, don't you?
Yeah, I failed, so I'm talking.
And how about Miss
trying to talk to
Mine
her.
as well, unfortunately.
Oh, actually, no. This is really important. I'm going to use some luck because we found a body that hasn't died from.
Let me help you out there. How bad a success was it? Was it nearly a success?
No,
or
I rolled
ending?
40 versus 25. Apart from charm, everything is 20 or 25.
40 versus 25 is close enough.
Oh,
No.
There is varying degrees of people being dead. This person isn't in the group as the others who are dead. He is just dead. He has not been squished. He has not been anything. You're not entirely sure how he's died because, well, you failed your spot hidden. But you might be able to summon help for somebody who might be able to suggest what kind.
does he have any keys?
Um,
Give Mr. Cameron up. Would you go find them?
Boy!
I think that's the MP calling me.
Boy!
You'd better go then.
I'm coming.
Has the surgeon's wit finally given in and realised that he's not that much older than you? Why does he keep calling you boy?
Yes, I think we'd established by looking at each other's character sheets that he's only 5 years older than me. So,
Where are you, boy?
so Hamish is quite put out, but knows that to protest would be too much trouble. So, acquiesces. Yes, sir. May I help you?
Body.
Oh goodness.
Surgeon. Body. Have a look, boy.
Yes, of course. Medicine roll?
No, he's been stabbed.
Oh, okay.
Revenant is stabbing people.
This is quite a good one because it's not any kind of thing. He's like gone up under in the back, bypassed the rib cage. This was a well-rehearsed stabbing of somebody.
Probably a politician did it.
Was he stabbed in the back? Was that what we're saying?
Yes. By somebody practiced in that art.
It was a stab in the back, passed through the kidneys and into the heart. So quite quiet, quite vicious, quite silent.
We call it the silent hug.
So someone skilled performed this.
Is there a dagger or a sword or a naval blade lying around anywhere?
Cutlass, we say?
No.
One on the wall?
No, but there is some dinging. There's some
the bell.
dinging, and their bells are ringing again, but they aren't for me and my girl. They are some kind of call.
Can I make a listen roll to hear and locate the distinctive tone of the bell of HMS Vantis?
Oh, okay.
While all the other bells are going off.
I'm gonna, so that's gonna be a double listen roll, but it'll be for two things. So let's see how hard a listen roll you can get. Hard is going to be needed for,
So I'll make a general listen roll and then I'll tell you how well I did. Is that it?
Did you make a?
I haven't yet pressed the button because I tend to do these.
Please
things.
go ahead and
Here comes
press
the
a
roll.
standard listen roll, but there may have extra information attached to it depending on how hard or extreme it becomes.
Let's find out how hard and extreme I can be. Maybe that worked.
We say that in politics too.
It's a failure on an 87, so I failed to notice that any bells are ringing at all.
But everybody has had a chance to listen before, so if you all want to give me listen rolls,
Yes.
you tend to know to listen
Oh
out.
no, I'm hearing it. An extreme success.
Oh God, yes, you know where it is.
2 under 20. Even though I'm trying to go, ah, la 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 la.
Okay.
I'm just listing previous prime ministers in my head out loud, but I can hear the bell over my...
It's the younger.
You
it's the very
can
young.
hear.
Oh, I got extreme as well.
Did you get a?
Extreme as well.
Yeah.
You get it. Now, you hear
got one for Team
Commodore
Civilian.
Fawkes.
It's because they haven't had
banging-
cannons going off in their ears for years.
You hear Commodore Fawkes banging on the doors, trying the handles to get out before there's a no, no, no. He's trying the handles and they're not opening. And yes.
Who's the keys, Commodore?
Commodore doesn't have the keys. The Admiral has the keys. Sure enough. Fawkes is dead. That just leaves you, Admiral Bell, anyone else.
The servant.
The servant with the nautical tattoos.
Well, he's just a servant. Let's talk to Admiral Bell again.
A thought strikes me. When I said that I had done my duty by the Navy and was certain that I'd acted in every way in the right on encountering the deserted and abandoned ship HMS Vantis off a bleak islet in the North Atlantic, I may have been misleading myself. On perusing the ship's log written by the ship's captain, it is clear that at its ultimate extreme, the ship was reduced to a population of 1. Namely Captain Trowbridge. Traditionally in the Navy, we believe the captain goes down with his ship, but at the point I saw it, the ship had not gone down. Trowbridge, like all naval captains, was probably a man of heroic physique, well hardened against disease and inclement circumstances. It's possible he survived.
You're Captain Trowbridge.
No, Captain Trowbridge was a man with a
Sorry.
large beard. But
Wait, you're saying that the servant could be Trowbridge? Are you saying the butler did it?
Stuart would not do that to us, would he? He would not. No, it would be mad.
Right. We need to find the waiter, the butler, the serving man. Boy, where have you seen him?
I can't quite recall.
You took your eyes off him?
Oh, for God's sake, boy, one job.
But I didn't realize I had this job. I'm sorry.
Right.
What is the plan?
Everybody.
You have a theory that you're suggesting that the serving person who brought these drinks is something to do with the Vantis.
How many rooms are there apart from the main dining room? There's the hallway, there's the
Chart
records
room.
room, there's the chart room.
Admiral's withdrawing room?
The
There was a
Admiral's
galley, I remember. We
and a
haven't been
galley.
there.
There
there's
was a galley,
4
but
rooms and a hallway apart from the dining room.
Admiral Bell is no longer with you.
Right, 4 of us, 4 rooms, corridor. We go to the corridor, we all step into each one of those rooms at the same time. Whoever sees the Admiral or the servant screams, we all come running, and we stop the Trowbridge servant butler.
And we all live happily ever after.
That, most definitely.
Very well.
I'll check the records room.
Okay.
And I'll go back to the chart room. It's my happy place.
Whichever room. I don't mind. Which room is there?
You all
I think
take
you
a
should go to
step.
the withdrawing room. It's got a fainting couch, which may come in handy.
You all step into the rooms outside of the dining room, and there's nothing there. That leaves only one place, the dining room.
Maybe the Admiral's in the dining room.
We all go running back into the dining room.
And the Admiral says, I expect you're wondering why I've called you.
Twirls a moustache that he suddenly has acquired in the
Yeah.
past 5 minutes.
A sight greets you. The Admiral is on his knees, and there is a man who has taken off his waiter's uniform, his servant's uniform. He is scarred. He has, is that engravings on his body?
Scrimshaw.
But he also has a flintlock pistol loaded and pointing at the Admiral. I think
Wait.
you want to say,
Don't shoot.
shoot? What do you mean, shoot? He looks at you, a little perplexed.
You're holding a gun.
I don't need this gun, you idiot. You're all dead. We're all dead here. You could have saved the ship in so many ways, but you didn't. You let us die. You didn't even come and search for us. You could have done more. Why did you let the Vantis die?
Hamish looks this person straight in the eye, puts a hand on the shoulder. says,
You're at the he's somewhere in the room.
Somewhere in the room.
Emma's down, and so you could try and rush him, but he would probably pull the trigger before.
I'm just
At the
yeah.
Admiral.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna try and make eye contact with him from where I am then, and say, I understand how you must be feeling. I recognize that I had some part in your crew's demise. I am dreadfully sorry that I could not do more, that I could not insist that they pass on supplies to you from the HMS Hanover. My career as a surgeon should not be more important than the lives of an entire crew.
He looks at you and says, "Thank you. Be at peace when your death comes then, and it won't hurt."
The first time I heard of this goddamn ship was tonight. Why am I here? Please.
He just looks at you. If you don't know that, then that's on you. You know what you did.
I can
Anybody
assure you,
else?
Ms. Bowery is innocent. As am I.
I'm sorry you feel betrayed and abandoned by so many of the people in this room. their crimes will be brought to light. I
Yes.
swear that to you as an officer and a gentleperson.
Their crimes will be brought to light tonight, and the Revenant will make sure that everybody pays. Even you, Captain, who couldn't spare a ship to just take a quick look. Why did you leave us? He looks quite mad.
Yes, I can see you're quite upset about this and have probably forgotten the relevant admiralty rules.
Slowly moving towards him.
Oh.
Slowly, unassumingly. I'm not a military man.
Let's have...
I'm talking as I go. I'm talking as a man of politics. I would say,
Give me a charm roll for your body language and...
oh bugger. Can I push the roll?
No. Was it a pass or a failure?
It was a failure. A 93 over 17.
There is a gunshot and the Admiral is dead.
Oh no, the admiral's dead.
Wait, flintlock pistol.
Indeed.
There's only one bullet.
Get him!
Charge! And I go the other way and let those guys charge at him.
Excellent. Who is rushing this unnamed person? You haven't identified who he is.
I shall attempt to push this person to the ground.
Give me a fighting brawl roll, please.
I'm running for the keys in the Admiral's pockets. I'm trying to search the Admiral for the keys.
Okay.
That is a failure by 20, but I believe I'm going to use my luck to...
Yeah, come on.
Good work, boy.
So was that a success or a failure?
That was a regular success with my luck points.
Excellent. Okay. What is your action as you tackle this person to the ground?
I'm going to grab both arms and use the weight of my body to push this person to the ground.
This person is pushed to the ground. You see he has things scribed into him. You have things... Is that whip marks on his back? This person has been through rigor. You push him to the ground. He falls to the ground and he drops the pistol and he starts laughing. You've got me, but who's got the Revenant? And the room is growing cold.
Oh dear, because the next thing the heat haze.
Find the bell. Find
Yes,
the
we need
bell.
to find the bell.
Find the bell, find the bell.
I'm looking for the keys.
The key, you find the keys in the Admiral's pocket.
I pull them out and I'm literally just like, I've just lost it at this point.
Give me a dex roll and see whether you can make it just across the way to the other.
An extreme success, 9 under 70.
With a single motion, you whip the keys out, race to the door, open it up, and it still doesn't open. It is jammed. Is it held shut? And then you look back. You see a heat haze coming towards you.
Is there
It
a bell
is a haze that comes and a skull comes out.
No, I'm too young. I've got too much.
Slightly dressed in a uniform. It reaches out a hand towards you.
Don't touch me.
Are there any last words before the Revenant dishes out its justice?
I will just probably call out my wife's name. She was the only person who understood my true intentions.
And her name is?
Anne. So I will call out, more say it to myself. In fact, I'm just going to say, I'm sorry, Anne.
Oh.
As I almost cower, terrified. He's not a brave man. Into the wall, into the door, holding the keys. I'm sorry, Anne.
He's not a brave man, but Simon RMP's last moment is genuine. You don't feel pain as the blood literally disappears from your veins and your body falls almost like a husk to the ground. Over here.
Is a bell ringing? Where is the bell that is ringing?
Did you make a successful listen roll?
No, but I'm about to try, and I have some luck to burn. So here we go. Let's see if that took. Nope, it was a failure on an 84. I do not have 44
It's somewhere
luck to
in
burn.
this blasted
I know it is,
room
and there's too many other
somewhere.
bells, and I've been serving at sea, and typhoons and hurricanes with cannons going off next to my head, and I do not know where it is.
Now, you say those words. Are you seeing a heat haze coming towards you? Can I have a power roll from each of you? Who is the most guilty of the two of you at this point? Who feels the most guilty?
Oh, I have succeeded on my power roll.
You are feeling quite genuine?
Oh no, but
And I have succeeded better on mine,
yes.
with a lower roll, if that is better. But maybe that's worse. Who knows? It's a chaotic game.
The surgeon sees this heat haze coming towards them. What is your feelings as this bony face wearing a wrecked uniform reaches out towards you and it says, "You could have done more"? What is the surgeon's last words?
I think Hamish looks into this ghastly face and says, I know.
Then Hamish, it is a miraculously interesting medical experience for you to painlessly have your blood. Is it evaporated? No, it would be some kind of heat needed for that. Maybe some kind of unknown science or something along those lines.
Probably phlogiston.
But indeed, that is the end.
Can I make a listen roll for when that? I'm presuming the bell rings every time the Revenant.
The bell is ringing every time, and if you make a successful listen roll,
Do you know what? It's 67 over 20.
it is somewhere in the dining room, but you can't pinpoint
I felt
it.
right. What if I spend all that luck?
I wouldn't worry about.
Okay.
You know,
so we just got to. I'm frantically
you're
searching
still
around.
searching for the bell. Okay. Give me a spot hidden if you're searching frantically that much. But we see a heat haze approaching the captain.
Well, that's not right. I did nothing wrong. Probably.
And this bony finger reaches out. You could have saved them. People were still alive, and you could have saved them. Are you still resolute that you couldn't have done more to save these people?
In retrospect, you have a point, sir. I accept your verdict.
You accepted the verdict of the Revenant, and yes, there could have been some people alive in there. And it is the thoughts of these sailors, Captain Trowbridge writing, that almost gives you comfort that yes, you let them down, but they held out the traditions of the Royal Navy to the last.
So that's a happy ending, really.
You are able to
Yay, Navy.
peacefully be drained of blood by the Revenant.
What a way to go.
So the Revenant has taken a Navy duo. He's also taken our MP. All that is left is Miss Delphinia.
The final girl.
You have this person looking at you. You have this heat haze coming towards you. You have the knowledge of your mother. You have the knowledge of the science. Is there anything you can do to bring some peace to you, some peace to the...
So I rolled a spot hidden.
You roll the spot hidden?
It was successful.
And you scoop the bell from the bottom of the table and you hold it in your hand.
Mm-hmm. And all I can do is just throw it as high. No, I do not.
Okay, you have a plan. You hold the bell in your hands. The servant waiter is there. The Revenant, he's almost walking hand in hand with the Revenant towards you, this heat haze. What is your final action?
Oh God. So she's panicking and she carries with her at all times a telescope, a portable telescope.
Oh, I'm listening. Okay.
She pulls out the telescope and she just starts hammering away at it, trying to sort of break it and smash it in two.
Okay. And as the bell strikes, bringing us to the end of Act 3 and the finale of A Drop of Nelson's Blood, Miss Delphinia, with great fury, smashes this bell, and you hear the servant say, no, that's part of the anchor, no! And the bell smashes. The Revenant appears. You lose most of your sanity as you see the true form of this Revenant, but you lose a little bit more as the Revenant strikes the servant, draining his blood. And we are going to... Because, folks, when you run a game of Call of Cthulhu, you can make it your own. You don't have to follow the ending in the book. You can exaggerate the ending in the book, or you can do whatever you want. You are the keeper. When you run a game, it is your game to play. That is a good action. I'm going to let you make a power roll. If you pass your power roll, the Revenant is grateful. If you fail your power roll, the Revenant will not be merciful. Describe the Revenant's actions towards you.
So as it breaks in my hand, then I'd see this and I'm sort of screaming and looking at it. It sort of looks at me and just sort of seems to smile and then just kind of fade backwards and away.
And the Revenant disappears. Miss Delphinia, unfortunately, it is an asylum for you as you scream this woman of science about ghosts and people and an awful lot of dead bodies, unfortunately.
Too much astronomy must have unhinged her.
Investigations are made. The bottle of Nelson's blood is taken away, and it seems that somebody with some kind of syringe withdrew some of the liquid from the bottle prior to it being opened and did something with it. Whether it needed to. Maybe this was part of the blood magic that was described.
Or maybe that's for priming the bell, as it were.
It could be. But that is the end of A Drop of Nelson's Blood. Thank you to all our investigators. And what a grisly fate nearly all of them met. We shall go in reverse order and just remind folks who you are and where they can find you. Starting with Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick Brooke. I work for Chaosium and for the Miskatonic Repository, and you can almost always find me in the Miskatonic Repository Creators Circle, helping people make stuff.
Fantastic. Maddy.
Yes, I have been Maddy Searle. You can find me on social media at Maddy is Abstract, and there's a link in my bio to all the various things that I do, including performing and running actual plays and occasionally designing little tiny games, including I'm Not Lion, the comedy animal lawyer game. So please do check that out on itch.io if that tickles your fancy.
Hi, thank you. I'm Clym Arnold. I kind of have no presence online, but thank you.
Newman.
Hello, I'm T.A. Newman, the host of the Miskatonic Playhouse, and you can find me at the Playhouse. You can also find some of my scenarios on the wonderful Drive-Thru RPG.
Okay. And I have been Cosmic, your keeper of arcane lore, for this wonderful session where the Playhouse has materialized in the Old Royal Naval College. Special thanks to Georgina, who opened up the Royal Naval College for us to run this crazy game. Special thanks, of course, to SR Sellens, who not only wrote A Drop of Nelson's Blood, but sponsored the game. But most of all, thank you all for watching. We want to do more of these special face-to-face sessions in wonderful scenarios, performing wonderful scenarios in venues like this. If you can support the Playhouse, spread the word of the Playhouse, support us on Coffee, drop us a line saying how much you like it, write a review on YouTube, wherever you consume your podcasts, but most of all, just help us to bring more games like this, where we get to dress up in funny costumes, go to fantastic buildings, film it in different ways. You can help us by spreading the word, and feel free to drop by the Miskatonic Playhouse Discord server, where you can say hello and find out more about our coffee. I have been Cosmic. Thank you very much for joining us for A Drop of Nelson's Blood.
If you have enjoyed this episode, then please leave a review wherever you watched or listened to this production. And if you'd like to support us further, please take a look at our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/Miskatonic Playhouse. Or check out our website at www.miskatonicplayhouse.com and find us on the social media platforms with links found in the show notes. Until next time, when the curtain rises again.